presented itself, he proved to the world that big things can come in small packages.
He's a 6-time All-Star, a 3-time batting champion, the reigning American League MVP, and a World Series champion. But that's not what's most impressive. Standing 5'6", Houston Astros' Jose Altuve is the smallest player in Major League Baseball.
You don't think of your size as a negative at all, do you?
No, I'm really happy that I'm 5'6" and I can play ball.
Wow, why do you say that?
Because.
The average height of a major leaguer is roughly 6 feet. So when Jose blasted his way into the majors in 2011, he rocked the baseball world with a smile.
I think the biggest reason why I'm always happy is because, just the fact of waking up every day, having my family, and having the opportunity to come to the ballpark and do what I love to do as my job. I thank God every day because of that, because he gave me all this.
Jose is from Maracay, Venezuela, where he was taught Christian values as a boy.
I always gonna believe in that because I grew up knowing he went to the cross for us, he died for us.
In Venezuela, baseball is everything. Jose's father began teaching him the game when he was 7 years old.
I remember he always was happy to take me to the ballpark and play, even when we only have one ball and we have to go back and forth to hit many times. But it means a lot, and now I see my dad. I'm very thankful with him too, because he gave me all his time, all his love to teach me how to play ball.
When Jose was 16 years old, baseball scouts told him he was too small to play professionally.
They let me go out there and play. It was 50 guys, and it went down to 20 or 15, I think, and I wasn't one of those guys. But I just decided to come back the next day. The big boss was there at that time, and he just decided to let me join the organization.
The big boss he's referring to is then Houston Astros assistant Al Padrique, who noticed Jose's drive and passion for the game.
I remember he saying something that, okay, he really enjoyed playing baseball, and that is better than having all these tools, because you really want to see inside the player and really want to find out if he want to play or not. And he thought about me maybe having the right attitude to go out there and play.
Jose signed with the Astros organization in 2007. 4 years later, he was called up to the big leagues.
But I really wanted to do it, and if God gave me the ability to play, it was because he wanted me to go all the way through. It's a lot of emotions going on. In the beginning, I couldn't believe I was getting the call from the minor league team. Then all of a sudden I was here playing against guys that I used to watch on TV. I still look around and I thank God for everything, because sometimes it's hard to believe that what you dream as a kid is real life now.
By 2012, the little giant was an all-star. As the smallest player in the league, he says he has to work that much harder in order to compete.
It was always hard. It still is hard. And since the day one, when I was 16 years old, my first game as a professional minor league player, it was real tough. This game is getting harder every day, and the day you stop working hard and the day you feel comfortable, you might be out of here really soon.
So how does he do it? How does someone who's not supposed to be able to play in the majors compete consistently every day? Well, Jose's answer is simple: prayer.
Before I leave my house every single day, I ask God for help, for my family and for me. And then when I'm about to play the game, I just pray and I ask God to keep every single player and every single people understand healthy, and that we just can go out there and compete in the good way.
Jose Altuve is one of baseball's biggest stars. As a husband and father, he hasn't allowed the game to completely define who he is.
It's okay, baseball is good and all these things are good, but then when you go home and you have your family, that's when you find out, okay, this is the most beautiful gift for God. I think everything is connecting because my daughter, my wife, and my whole family, they help me to do better on the field. Even if I do good or not here, I go home and I try to be the same husband, the same dad.
Last season, Jose helped the Astros win their first World Series championship in franchise history. As he heads further into this season, he understands he's a blessed man because of his faith. So he's making sure to keep his priorities in order, with baseball holding the third spot behind his family at second and his faith in Christ at first, which he says helps him bring everything home and in order.
I think God had blessed me only because I let Him control everything that is around me. My faith in Him and my love for Him is just not worry about just little things. It's just worry about my faith in Him, and that way He's gonna put in order everything around me.
Did you catch that? Jose said he just trusts in the Lord and He controls everything around him. Jose's work ethic is like none that I've seen. I'm pretty sure he showed up to training camp ready to go. But what happens when everything you've done isn't enough? Well, according to Jose, that's when you trust in God and believe that He will make up the difference. And that will ultimately bring you success. We'll be right back with more of Going the Distance.